Where has the been since I saw thee on Ilkla Moor Baht? Where has the been since I saw thee?
Right, recently my metal detecting gloves died. They just fell apart through age and overuse. So I thought I'd better buy some new ones. And decided to treat myself to a proper branded pair of metal detecting gloves. £17 they cost me. And when they arrived, I was fairly disappointed. My previous ones had been sort of cheap Chinese things. So instead, I sent for a second pair of cheap Chinese ones to wear as everyday metal detecting gloves, and saved me posh £16, £17 ones, for when it were extremely cold or something like that. So I just want to show you the difference, the reason why I was disappointed. So let's look at them. One pair, well, they were both advertised as neoprene gloves. Windproof, not waterproof, but you know, neoprene, when it does get wet, warms up with your body temperature, like a wetsuit. So, looking at them first, I've covered up the names so you can't, the brand, so you can't see which is which. That just says windproof, ignore it. So, let's have a look at them and compare them. This pair is obviously all neoprene. Well sewn. No problems with the stitching. Good. I think that they're supposed to be, the tips are for touching screens. They're touchscreen compatible. Nice non-slip grips. Reinforced section on the whatever it is, the balls of your fingers, and on the palm there. In all, a well-made pair. Oh, reinforcing on the thumb for where you're gripping detectors and spades and wherever. Well-made pair of gloves, and they fit well. If I put them on, they're tight like most neoprene gloves, but they come up my arm a reasonable distance. All the fingers are the right length, all except the thumb, which maybe I've got a short thumb, I don't know. But they fit well. Right. The other pair, yeah, well, they're not 100% neoprene. According to the label, the back is spandex, yeah, not neoprene, so that's just like a stretchy lycra stuff. The palm is synthetic, just like a nylon that looks a bit like leather. And only the cuff and patches are neoprene, so that's neoprene on the cuff. What they call the patches, I'm not sure. Perhaps they've been these conductive fingertip things. They're neoprene. But I can't see anything else that's neoprene. Bit disappointing. So, let's look at the stitching. Not the best. A bit erratic. In fact, in places, very, very bad. You can see, a bit wavy. Doesn't follow the cuts. Yeah, in all, a little disappointing. But it's a pair of gloves. Let's look at the inside. I've already turned them inside out to make life easier. Oh, the original ones I showed you. Oh, they've got a size ticket, but they're fully lined with a microfleece, to make sure they're warm, except at the conductive bits. They're just bare neoprene, so you can actually operate a touch screen. The cuff is obviously nice neoprene. Yeah, fully lined to keep so you'd be warm. Good solid stitching, no errors anywhere. Yeah, in all a good pair of gloves. Let's have a look at inside of these. Yeah, microfleece on the palm and on the knuckles from the looks of it. Very raggy cutting out trimming. Very raggy. Not spectacular stitching. Yeah, not good at all. In places it's I don't think they're going to last long. They've come very close to the seam, or wavy lines everywhere. Yeah, what that bit's stuck up for, I'm not sure. Yeah, very poor stitching. And obviously the fingers are just bare spandex, very thin. Not going to keep you warm or dry. Oh, yeah, if they last with that stitching. So, one is quality stitched, 100% neoprene, fully lined with microfleece, so it's going to keep you warm. Well made, well sewn. The other is, yeah, a bit patchy, to put it mildly. Badly sewn, raggy ends, not well trimmed at all on the seams. I don't think it's going to last that long on some of the seams, looking at the stitching. Right, so that's the difference between the two. So which one's the £17 pair, and which one's the one that cost me under £3? Is it the one with the fancy Velcro fitting at the wrist, or the one with the neoprene cuff, fully lined, 100% neoprene, fits like a glove? Oh, I didn't put these on to show you. The fit. Well, obviously not as far down the wrist as the others were, by quite a lot, quite a margin. The fit, well, yeah, apart from the little finger is far too short. Well, actually, all the fingers, are too long. The thumb is, yeah, and yet this is a same size, XL, as that one is, XL. Okay, I know you can't go off size labels particularly, especially with Chinese-made gloves. And it turns out they're both Chinese-made gloves. So which one's which? Which are the £17 gloves? Yeah. And which are the under £3? £2.70 to be exact. What do you think? Well, let me peel off the black tape. Actually, that's fallen off. That just says windproof and sport. These are just generic, I think they're designed for cycling, I don't know. cheap Chinese gloves. Under £3. These, I'm ashamed to say, I'm not trying to belittle any company or anything, but these are sold to metal detectorists as being, you know, the bee's knees. £17, a premium price. Searcher. Would I buy a pair of £17 metal detecting gloves in the future? No way. I feel like I've been soundly ripped off by just a branded glove, which, if you read it, is made in China, same as the £3 ones, is made from synthetic materials, spandex, and a little bit of neoprene. Is it worth £17? I think it's just because of the brand name, Searcher, that you have to pay £17 from. It's certainly not the quality. So, come on, manufacturers and retailers, let's have some honest pricing based on quality and not on name. So that's it from me. A name and shame video, I suppose.
Where has the been since I saw thee on Ilkla, Moor, Baht?